sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Mike Popo. Check me out.
Here's Foles. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Easy. Under.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Foles. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 11 now. Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Foles. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces for
For the field goal, a 61-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to drop it that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Let's go, great.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Showing it.
To throw on 3rd down. Clement. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Be alert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
44.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles setting up the screen for Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, Charlie!
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glad.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And some room to roam now. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Shake 3, 218.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Off play action. Clement. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Clement. Open man is Trey Burton. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Clement, and he completes it to Cohen. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
First down, Bears.
Let's go. 8, read. 80 weapons. 2.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
44, Mike, 44.
What we got?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Foles now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Alert 3.
1.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Clement looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives movement.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and bring...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Throwing on 1st down, Clement. He's got Burton here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Down. 10 Lobo.
All day, every day, any day.
They try again with Cohen. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, Clement, the screen pass here to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Robinson's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And Diggs has it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clement. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. He told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Foles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says,
oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Owen caught it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
I got you. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood!
Coming to you. 44's Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Chicago, they get back in the win column as they move to